What's up, YouTube fragrance family? Tommy with Studio Sins here with a couple of fragrances that I want to share with you guys today. It's getting time to look at some of those fragrances that carry themselves specifically for fall weather. A lot of people like that kind of smoky background in their fragrance. So when we come back, we're going to talk about 3 designer fragrances that feature kind of a wood smoke or smoky backbone. That and more, so stay tuned. Welcome back, everyone. So today we're talking about wood smoke. Smoke as a fragrance note, it is a really nice woodsy kind of fall weather feeling or sensation that's built into certain fragrances. And today we're going to be talking about 3 of such fragrances in case you're interested in maybe trying them out for fall and appreciating that kind of woodsy, smoky, rich, inky darkness that's in these specific fragrances. So the very first fragrance we're going to take a look at, and by the way, I'm doing this in degrees. We're going to start out light smoke, and then we're going to get a little bit darker, medium rare, and then well done, very smoky. So the very first fragrance is a lightly smoky fragrance. It's a Juicy Couture fragrance for men called Dirty English. Dirty English opens with a little bit of bergamot. You get mostly some marjoram, black leather, atlas cedar. There's some caraway. It's an early 2000s. I think it's around 2008 was when it was created. The base consists of amber, ebony, moss, some musk, and a bit of oud as well. So that's kind of where the darkness and the smoke comes from. It's given its kind of somewhat smoky leather or resinous feel, in part because of the caraway, because of that black leather that's in there, but also because of the agar wood or oud that is in the base, with a little bit of amber to kind of warm it up. On the periphery of this, when you first smell this, you don't get the smoke as it kind of dries a little bit. It's really like a facsimile of a smoky kind of sensation or vibe in relation to the notes that are used to create it. Dirty English by Juicy Couture is very inexpensive. Recommend trying it out. Next up is a fragrance that you're probably already familiar with. It is a fantastic vetiver-based fragrance. The vetiver is where you get your kind of inky, smoky background smoke sensation from. It is a Lalique fragrance. Surprisingly inexpensive for a niche-like quality fragrance. It is Encry Noir. Encry Noir is an amazing fragrance, and all of the flankers, Encry Noir All Extreme and Encry Noir Sport, which are both fantastic. I think All Extreme is probably my favorite of the line. But in terms of focusing on that rich, dark, inky, smoky background. So in Encry Noir, there are 3 kinds of vetivers. There's like Haitian and bourbon vetiver, something called vetiver acetate. And what's providing the woodsy kind of background, you've got cashmere wood and cypress, and then a bit of musk to add some weight and also add a little bit of brevity. This fragrance is just extremely powerful. It's lightly pungent. It's got like almost green at the center of it when it dries down. There's just like this really elegant, masculine, refined green about it. When I say green, of course, I'm talking about like the darkest, deepest, richest kind of dark green, like a moss green. It won't put you in the mind of anything herbaceous or vegetal. It puts you in the mind of maybe like wood that is damp in the fireplace that's taking a while to start up. The fire's got to get extremely hot. The wood has to dry out first, and you're getting a bit of that smell, that very dark, rich, inky, almost wet, smoky kind of smell. It's very inexpensive though, so don't be afraid to spend a little bit of money on Encry Noir. You're not going to regret it. Encry Noir is made by Lavalier. The last of our 3 kind of inky, smoky, wood smoke fragrances is probably one that's going to be the most challenging to everyone out there. It is part of the masterful powerhouse fragrances of the 1980s. And I apologize for the fact that this doesn't have a lid because it is a tester. It is GIACOMO de GIACOMO. GIACOMO de GIACOMO has been described as ashy. If you've never worn this, if you've never tried it out, and the first time that you spray it, especially when you're used to just standard fare in terms of designer fragrances, and then you smell GIACOMO to GIACOMO, it's powerful. I get the whole ashtray reference because it is loaded. It's an overabundance of clove. There's some galbanum in there that makes it like lightly rubber tar kind of sensation. There's a bit of caraway, some rosewood and cinnamon in the heart. And then of course patchouli and oak moss is the base that everything rests on. But primarily you're getting just a bunch of clove. It's like one person described it as smoking a clove cigarette. Now this one is closest to the smell of creosote. If you don't know what creosote is, it's almost like what collects on the inside of a stove after it just builds up from fire. It's just a dark, very smoky kind of smell, and it can be very pleasant in degrees in fragrance. If you don't like clove, you're probably not going to like this fragrance, but if you do like that fall weather wood smoke kind of smell, you're going to really like this one because again, it is extremely powerfully projecting. People are going to smell this within a 3 or 4 foot radius of you, and it performs very well. Well guys, that's it for my 3 smoky fragrances that kind of feature a wood smoke feeling or sensation that puts you in mind of either chopping wood or building a fire or standing around the fire when you come in from outside, if it's cold outside. All of those things that we associate with fall weather or cold weather, these are the kind of fragrances that'll kind of put you right in the epicenter of that. There are several other fragrances out there though that feature kind of a smoky or wood smoke backbone. Let me know what your favorites are, or if you've experienced these, let me know what you feel about them as well. Before I end this video, I'm going to announce the winner of the Guess Noir, the Seductive Noir fragrance kit. That includes the fragrance, the body spray, and the gel. I had almost 200 comments, so thank you guys that participated for doing so. I really appreciate you taking the time to put your comments and to add them to the slew of comments that we got about this. But the winner of the gift set is Mike Jump. So Mr. Jump, Mike, go ahead and shoot me your information at studiosense@gmail.com. I'll also post a screenshot on the community page of YouTube, and you can put your information there, your address information, and I will send you your gift set. However, thanks so much for stopping by and checking out today's video, and as always, thank you so much for your support on my channel. I'm Tommy with Studio Sense, and I'll see you tomorrow.